What is up, everybody? It's your boy, What Up Guys, and today we're back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be discussing boxing. I'm in a fight between a YouTuber who got famous for being a cringe Vine star and a former boxer who is almost the same age as my boomer parents. Now, people are wondering what this video is mainly going to be about. I'm going to go over how this fight actually not only is about making money, but how the fight is from its deception, a form of political control, and what people don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Anyways, let's get right to it. Now, before I talk about any of that, if anybody wants to know my honest thoughts about the fight, like anybody who is watching this video, I find it very interesting that the fight was taking place at AT&T Stadium, which is usually a location where main professional boxers fight in, even though a former Vine star is fighting against a former heavyweight boxer who is 58 years old. Honestly, this whole fight is not only rigged, which we will get to, but a weird marketing strategy, and it's not that many influencers are making a profit from. Many influencers like the Paul brothers have turned boxing into a money-making machine that global fans were expecting both fighters to take the sport seriously. When in reality, both fighters weren't trying to take the sport seriously, as this fight was aired on Netflix. Yes, a top streaming service where they have woke documentaries such as The 13th, Crib Camp, and I Am Greta. Of course, the quote-unquote conservative Jake Paul will be at the forefront of this Netflix live stream in a couple of other documentaries where they document Jake Paul's life. I certainly find it weird that conservatives were championing Jake Paul as some kind of warrior who has authentic views about politics. If Jake Paul really has authentic political views, how come he and his brother were protesting at a Black Lives Matter rally and wore a COVID mask during the pandemic? Is he really the conservative that conservatives should be championing? Or is he, to prove my point, some influencer who doesn't challenge the status quo, which protects minorities and LGBTQ types who hate white middle-class Americans? Why should we let him lecture to us about U.S. politics when he is no different than your average Twitch live streamer who has a double-digit IQ and speaks like your average normie liberal? Anyways, to get politics out of the way, I want to show you why I think the fight is staged, but also expose Jake Paul's relationship with Netflix and other schemes that he's behind for many years. So let's get right to it. So apparently Jake Paul has a new documentary coming soon called Untold, where it shows his boxing journey to become a quote-unquote champion of boxing. If you guys do watch Netflix but simultaneously hate Jake Paul, well, my friend, I have some very bad news for you. Apparently, the live stream has migrated to Netflix, where their shareholders also own Vanguard, BlackRock, and FMR, which we'll get into later. And they have invested this stream to make a huge profit from. Now, if you guys are wondering, what up, guys? What does these free conglomerates have anything to do with boxing? Well, my friend, I will show you a very interesting connection, which is very important to lay out. So BlackRock, which is owned by Larry Fink and operated in Israel, which owns multiple manufacturing companies, including Sturm, pardon my horrible pronunciation of these terms, Ruger, okay, I'm going to kill myself, which invests in firearms to kill, really? I have to pronounce this. Whoever wrote this script, please kill yourself. Okay, Shireen Abdu. Okay, I'm just not going to even attempt. They not only own the largest pool of manufacturing weapons to kill innocent civilians in Palestine, but also fund the war regarding Russia and Ukraine. So to summarize what I just said, as a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, Netflix is being funded by the same shareholders who not only made tons of money from this boxing fight, but also is owned by the same powerful man who is behind majority of the wars by selling our adversaries weapons so that they can kill hundreds and thousands of innocent civilians. And yes, Jake Paul is basically the puppet behind this war machine. Imagine promoting the quote-unquote biggest fight of the 21st century, end of quote, and then some network that is owned by the same companies who owns the biggest weapons manufacturers in the world is selling you this fight just so that you can subscribe to Netflix to watch this fight. Why are people so impressionable to get tricked by some fake conservative who not only wants to sell you this fight, but is the main actor behind this entire scheme? And speaking of the fight, imagine having a close win while Mike Tyson had better punches and endurance. Why didn't Mike Tyson win is what many people are speculating. But whoever wins doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, Mike Tyson's too old, and Jake Paul not only won the fight, but the same people who run Netflix also won. And yes, you are a stupid person who has been fooled. I'm only referring to the ones who subscribe to Netflix, not the ones who watch the fight for free on Twitch or something. Anyways, getting back to the video. Imagine the international money power that Netflix owns is using your subscription to not only make money from the fight, but you're using money to that company that Netflix owns 15% of its shares. And imagine what that 15% contributes to. Yes, it contributes to the same MNC that is profiting from these wars. Now, you guys might be wondering, what up, guys? I'm not here to watch this video about politics. Why are your lecture notes about that? Well, my friend, remember my last two videos where I mentioned a clip that KSI wanted to stay away from the conflict between Israel and Gaza?
Controversial question.
Oh, God.
What do you think about the Palestine-Israel situation at the moment?
I honestly have no idea what's going on. that is it. I have no idea what's going on. I'm not getting involved. It's way above me. Get out, please.
Well, now I know why. Celebrities and fake boxers like Jake Paul and KSI are puppets who want to stay silent from these taboo topics just so they can be protected by advertisers and climb up further ranks of corporations just so they can get a little bit of clout and money. That's why the whole Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight is obviously saturated. Saturated in a sense that its main purpose is to make money in order to make boxing look like a joke. I'm not saying that boxing in general is a joke. Of course, many fighters have put sweat and tears to box actual fighters, but these other so-called boxers who want to fight against professional boxers solely don't care about the sport itself, and instead they want to please their masters who are the advertisers who make bank just by selling a fight along with their stupid Prime Energy drinks that, you know, people like Logan Paul and KSI sell, and to like these impressionable, gullible kids, you know, like this guy over here. But anyways, now to get politics out of the way, I'll give my take on this boxing fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I thought while contemplating the fight that it's debatably either a draw or a win for Mike Tyson. But looking back at the fight, obviously Mike Tyson didn't do as well as I anticipated because I predicted that Mike would win by a technical knockout for round 8. A technical in the sense that he might not get a full KO, but a partial one that would have automatically declared him a winner. I know his last fight from 2020 he lost and gave up boxing since then, and he's too old to fight again. But his last opponent was 6'6", and from looking at these two fights, he obviously did a lot better during his last fight than this one. I know he was trained 6 months ago, and now he hasn't regained that muscle memory to fight. It just seems to me that he made Jake Paul look good in the sense that Jake won the fight, and now he is known for being the best fighter in boxing history. Obviously, it didn't make him look too good because Mike is in his grandpa years and Jake himself is still in his prime. I'm going to end this video off right here. I'm a little bit tired. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this incredible video. See you next time, and peace.
Love me, bitches, amen. Hearts love me, bitches.